Are you a new team leader or people manager? Are you scared? Apprehensive? Well, here are 5 quick tips that are guaranteed to help you smash it out of the park as a new boss. Let's get on with it. Number 1, understand your new relationships. Especially if you've just been promoted from an existing team, this one is really important. You must realize that your relationships with your colleagues are now completely different. Do you want to still be a buddy with that person you used to hang around with all the time? Well, you can forget that. You can certainly have a good relationship with them, but if you try and be a buddy and a boss, then you're heading for a fall. It's just not possible. And that fall might not be soon, but it'll be in the post. To be an effective manager, you need to deliver tough messages and have responsibility for the careers and the well-being of your teams. And you're going to find that way harder if you're emotionally connected to them. You might have to fire somebody. Try doing that and then going around their house for dinner on Saturday night. Try explaining that to their family. I've seen that situation happen. Get good at feedback. Now people talk about feedback all the time, but as a new boss, you've got to master it. Because your new team will be expecting you to give them insight and advice on how they can get better and progress their careers. And your own management will be expecting you to solicit, absorb, and then action the feedback that they give you. And that's going to be really hard if you're not in the right mindset. Because a true feedback mindset is not easy to get right. Because much of the feedback that you'll get as a manager will be focused on improvement. And some of it will be really brutal. It's up to you to be able to handle those messages, to not get upset, and crucially take them on board and bounce back even better. Most of the feedback you get as a boss is criticism, and it's ways to get better. Don't expect to be patted on the back all the time. And if your team and management see you getting better and evolving as a boss, then they grow in confidence with your abilities in your new leadership role. Establish the one-to-one meeting. I'm always amazed just how many managers don't implement one-to-one meetings with their teams or their own management. And yes, it's an effort. It takes organization, preparation, and it burns a considerable amount of your time. But there's no better way to form a relationship and engagement with your team members. You'll get to the heart of issues, you'll understand their motivations and their challenges, and you'll be able to continuously manage performance like that super effective leader that you are. So get the one-to-one meeting in place as soon as you can. And don't forget to have the same with your own management. If your own manager doesn't implement a one-to-one with you, then do it yourself. I've done that before. The one-to-one meeting is a leadership super tip and it's overlooked too often. Stay positive. So there might be a lot of things wrong with your job or your organization, and it's a fair bet there's at least a degree of the suboptimal to it, shall we say. But as a manager, it's really, really important to have a positive mindset as much as you possibly can. Staying positive transmits that air of confidence, that air of positivity to your team. Because if you're the one going in every day, miserable, moaning about what's going on in the office, upset, not enjoying yourself, gossiping about people, it doesn't take long for that to translate to your team, and they'll be doing it as well. And then before you know it, you'll have a team with a black cloud over it all the time that feels sorry for itself. So make sure you as a manager, even if you are feeling upset, even if you are feeling down, try to be as positive as possible, because that positivity transmits to your team. Keeping that positive mindset is so critical for managing and running a high-performing and motivated team. Understand conflict resolution. Now this one is vital. As a new manager, it's only a matter of time before you've got to address conflicts either within your own team or between your team and clients or vendors or management or somebody else even. And it's never pleasant to have to deal with these situations. But as a leader, if you can show that you've got the ability to address conflict situations, that will carry a lot of weight because it's a key skill found in many excellent leaders. And there's so much to conflict resolution, you'd be amazed. If you don't know how to resolve conflicts and you'd love to learn about that, well, I've got a separate video all about how you can get to the heart of conflicts in your team and master the art of turning them around. It's over here. Go check it out.